Starshine. This is Smadar from Song of Stones, and I am a crystal whisperer, which means I talk to stones and they talk to me. And these pink stones were speaking to me so powerfully recently, and I knew I was going to need to share them with you. These are pink opal, and what happened was I woke up one morning a few days ago, and I keep crystals all over my house, of course, but I keep them in my bedroom in glass jars. And yeah, I used to keep them in bowls, and then I moved them into jars, and I moved them back into bowls. I don't know. It's lovely to have them in bowls. It's just beautiful to just put your hands inside the bowls with the crystals and just, tune into their energy, and they just feel really good. And I started to put them in jars because, for practical reasons, because I have so many crystals, they get dusty, and you really need to, for many reasons, just keep them dust free, just because you don't want to be breathing in all that dust as well. So I started putting them into jars, and it's nice to have them in jars because then you can see them. And when they start singing to you, you can tell. I mean, you can tell anyway, but it's just easier. When a crystal is singing, it doesn't matter where they are. They could be at the bottom of a cave in another town, and they'll somehow get me there. But it is nice, especially when you're learning to connect with the crystals and hear their song, to have them in clear glass containers. And I recommend that you stay away from plastic, again, for many reasons, which we won't get into right now. We'll keep it pink. So when I woke up, there was this crystal that was calling to me, and it was, I could see it from across the room, even in my tired state, just glowing and emanating this beautiful energy. So of course I went to get it. The one on the left is the one I first got, and then once I had that in my hand, I had the image of the other one in my mind's eye. And this is another way the crystals communicate with us and communicate with me. So I opened up the lid of the jar next to the first jar that I got the first crystal from. And of course it was sitting right on top. I couldn't see it until I opened up the lid, but there it was. So I guess I would suggest trusting your whatever it is that you're seeing or hearing or feeling or sensing, because they will find a way to communicate with you when they want to connect with you. They'll find a way. And so one of the things that I noticed with this stone, and if I didn't mention it, these are pink Peruvian crystals. Opals, I should say. I meant to say opals. And both the blue and the pink variety of these opals have always had a very special place in my heart. they're really, really magical stones. It's hard for me to say that because I love so many of them, but the Peruvian opals were one of the first, my first crystals. Not my first, one of my first. And again, when I say that, I kind of got into crystals really in a big, powerful way. So a lot of them came to me at the beginning, and these were one of them. And so what I noticed really powerfully was their pink color. The pink was really speaking to me as much as the stone itself. And I started to think, I wonder if other people are feeling the pink energy right now. And I mentioned it a couple of places, and each time I mentioned it, people were saying, yes, pink. I'm really feeling the pink right now. And they were either wearing pink or thinking pink or eating pink or something. There was always something pink. And so I invite you to get in touch with me if you're also feeling the pink, if you've been feeling that energy. And you may not have, but I just wanted to put that out there in case you were, because I feel like, we go through, like, we're so connected, all of us, and, sometimes we go in these color phases and we're connecting to this color for some reason collectively. So there's personal energies that we work with, but there's also the collective energies, and it's nice when we get to be aware of that. And if the universe wants us to know, it will find a way to make sure that we're aware. And I'm really, at this moment, while I'm talking to you, while I am doing this recording, I'm feeling something in my throat, almost like a wheeziness. And so I am thinking that the pink energy is here to help those of us who are working through some throat issue. And I was totally fine until I started doing this recording. I wasn't feeling that, almost catching my breath and feeling this wheeziness in my throat. So I am feeling like this is part of the message of these stones. So I invite you to be aware when you're working with the crystals, with these pink crystals, or if at the moment you're working through some issue in your throat physically or emotionally or spiritually, that you might want to call in the pink energy. And perhaps even these pink opals specifically. Yes, and and that's just totally gone now. As soon as I spoke the words, totally gone. Wow. Okay. Nice. So where was I? That was kind of cool. It's fun when I get these messages from the stones and they show me in a very physical way. It's beautifully, what's the word I'm looking for? Affirmational. So I invite you to reach out to the pink energy. I'm going to be speaking about it this weekend on the Sunday, in the Sunday Sparkle, and on the blog post. The light log post, as I call it. So I invite you to pop by the blog post this weekend and if you're not signed up for the newsletters, you're welcome to join our community. And that's what's coming this weekend, the pink energy. And these two crystals, the pink opal and pink chalcedony, or chalcedony. I'm not sure how the right way to pronounce it is. I always say chalcedony. I don't know why. That's how I pronounce it. So these crystals were singing when I went to look for other pink crystals to share with you. These were the two. And I invite you to tap into the pink energy. I'm sending you lots and lots of pink love and pink blessings. And I will see you this weekend in your email box and on the website. See you there.